For cricket fans of a previous era, you had to wait very often to get ICC tournaments because by and large you only had one World Cup, and even if you had a Champions Trophy in between, well, it still didn't reduce the gap all that much. Now, however, we're in an era where pretty much every year you're playing ICC tournaments. Sometimes you're having two ICC tournaments in the same year. And now with women's sport getting even more importance, well, even the women's side of things, you're having multiple ICC tournaments, which has taken out a bit of novelty, at least in the opinion of former India cricketer Robin Uthappa, who has called upon the ICC to bring about some sort of a change in that regard. Listen in on what he had to say here.
I think the game needs to evolve from the administrative perspective, right? Today, how much value do fans and audiences hold for an ICC tournament every year? The novelty of it is wearing off, to be very honest, and with all due respect. And I think the novelty of the ICC championships must be there. I think it's an integral part, not just for the players, but also for the fans, also for the viewers, right? It has to mean something. There has to be a little bit of a gap. We can't have or shouldn't have an ICC championship every year. And that is the hard truth that I think the administrators have to look at and face, and look at evolving the game in a way where it's actually moving towards. You have to understand that the game is moving in a direction. You can't force that direction into another space. You have to flow with that and try to maximize that towards where it's moving towards.
Now, it's hard to disagree with what Uthappa is saying, because again, at this point in time, the relevance of ICC tournaments, well, in the long term, you can't really say. But as of now, because there's an ICC tournament every year, fans don't really care that much for bilateral cricket. Yes, you have a few bilaterals where interest might be higher, but they are very much the exception to the norm. And even teams tend to use bilaterals more as an experimenting ground for ICC tournaments. Of course, the number of ICC tournaments being played isn't helping. And in fact, as you can see, the relentless schedule is also catching up to player bodies. So maybe Uthappa is right to bring up this and perhaps ask for a little bit of change. I certainly agree with him, but what do you guys think? Let us know that in the comments below, and don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.